Vacation, all I ever wanted. Right, Lauren?
Yeah, I'm glad to be on vacation now, for real.
Well, we took Lauren. We went as a family with Trisha's family as well. We all went on a cruise, and I said, "Well, girl, I need you to come with us." Basically, gifted her a free vacation. And she came because I needed help with the boys, and she's like, "The boys are grown." I'm like, "No, they're not," you know. So she'd come with us, but now she's like on some kind of retreat, yoga retreat. I was like, well, I like yoga retreats, and I took you on mine last time, so thanks for the invite. Not
It's a silent retreat. After the trip, I really needed some silence. I needed some fresh air to be
okay.
by the water. So
I mean, the cruise had water and air. It's about
yeah,
all it
well,
was,
you
really.
didn't,
You know.
Bonnie didn't, you got to see the water. I mean, I was trapped in the bunkers where the crews stay. Bonnie made me stay like on the below deck,
Well,
no
we,
windows or anything.
mhm.
And it just made me so sick. Like, if
Yeah.
anyone have you seen Triangle of Sadness?
No.
All right,
Have
well,
you
they have
seen
this like,
Moana?
okay, no.
Okay.
I mean, yes, I have, but the Triangle of Sadness, anyone who's seen it knows there's like a 20-minute long scene of them just throwing up. And it's disgusting, and a boat's right. Oh, that was me the whole trip.
You know what? We both
Very
had.
happy to be
Okay.
here.
Okay. All right. We both had incidents of seasickness for different reasons. We took Lauren on a, beautiful Alaskan cruise. It was absolutely gorgeous. Um, that wasn't good enough. Yes, Lauren had to be in one of the what's the word? Uh normal suites, normal rooms. Because, she was coming to work. She wasn't, she got
With
to
the
enjoy
crew, with
vacation.
where the cruise stays.
Right. Well, you're my crew. You're on the crew of
You,
my family.
I don't even think they offer that to guests. You, I think you asked me to stay with the crew because you said I'm the help.
Well, here's what happened. So Lauren was down with other, and here's the thing. I thought, honest to God, I thought she'll be around people her age, men and women, and maybe she can make some new friends. Maybe she can, make some connections. So really, I was trying to help her out. She was, of course, totally ungrateful, totally rude. Um, I kept
It's
finding
interesting seeing the crew workers' reactions change from when they're up above with the guests and down
having
below. They're
fun,
they're
socializing with
very
guests.
yeah, they're very different when they don't have to have that turned on.
What are they hitting a vape, watching
Yeah, I mean
Dumb
they
and
just
Dumber, watching South Park?
they
Like,
don't
screw them up there.
they don't say hi or anything like that.
Okay. Nobody was talking to you?
No.
Oftentimes when things like that happen, our tendency is to blame the other. And, oftentimes it's an opportunity to look at ourselves. If you have your head in your phone playing Candy Crush, unapproachable, I'm sure
Or your
people were
head
not.
in a trash can vomiting.
Okay. Well, yeah. So Lauren
That was
kept
me.
getting seasick. And so then I kept finding her up in Trisha's room. Like every time I go
Yeah.
up to Trisha's room to borrow her lip gloss or get some suntan lotion or, get some trail mix we got, she'd be up there. And I'd be like,
Trisha's room was so nice. It was nicer than your room. I don't know how that happened, but
well, that was
so
a funny
I would
thing.
escape, but Trisha helped me. She
Yeah.
made me feel
Well,
better.
yeah, you guys probably have something going on, to be honest. Yeah, every time I went up to the room, I was like, what are you doing in here? Like, you're not literally on a paid vacation. You're not just getting paid to come, paint each other's toenails up here. We booked a deluxe family suite. They told me it was the nicest room available, and I did not realize that was because Trisha had gone behind my back and booked the penthouse. And
She booked the penthouse before you.
I just thought, why not say, "Hey, Bon," considering I'm basically her caretaker, why not, it's an opportunity to give back to me the way I give to her. And I thought maybe she'd say, "Hey, Bon, let's share this." Cause our husbands did not go. They had, for this week. Well, basically we were supposed to have the St. Patty's Day celebration, but there was inclement weather. I think something happened with the food at the club. I think it went stale, rotten. So they made up some kind of lie and said that they were pushing St. Patty's to April, which I'm like, well, stealing the shine from Jesus and Easter, but whatever. And Trisha and I thought, well, let's just go on a cruise. Let's do spring break because we're not going to be doing St. Patty's Day. Well, John and Jerry, our husbands, were like, we have to see the Globetrotters. We got a suite to see the Harlem Globetrotters. So they were just basically like, we're not going. So we were like, screw you. We're going to go. Lauren's coming. So every time I found Lauren in the penthouse, I just felt like it was kind of poor taste. I felt like I'm not teaching her the right thing. So I'd be like, you got to get back down to your room, to be honest.
Yeah, she would lock me out every time she saw me. I didn't have a room key, so I had to keep going to guest services to get a new key.
Hmm.
Because I wasn't prepared to be kicked out with no shoes. I didn't even have my shoes on.
That is a funny image, I have to say. You skittering down the hallway in your socks.
Yeah, it's
No.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Not funny.
And then, it's funny because my son's football coach, Tyler, was on the cruise.
Yeah.
And yeah. And so, he always is the life of the party. He's such a he's just a young buck, fun guy. So he's always,
Why was he there?
he came with some of the guys that have, if you must know, if you're going to be so nosy, some of the kids don't have the best home life. And I told Tyler, I said, why don't you bring, I shouldn't say their names, Jason and Ryder. Why don't you bring them as their guardian? And I'll pay for them and I'll pay for you. And like, you can give them a great experience. And he was like, right
You
on.
invited Tyler.
Well,
Yeah,
I thought it was a good idea. I thought it was a way to give back.
It was weird that he was there.
I thought it was a good idea to give back to Jason and Ryder. So 2 kids that don't have a lot. So maybe you can think about that next time you're screaming about a room on a cruise and not having shoes.
Hold on. So you paid for Tyler to have a balcony suite and his 2 football players, but you made me stay in the
Well,
bunkers.
I figured if Jason and Ryder were going to have an experience, if kids are exposed to things that they wouldn't normally be exposed to, it expands their consciousness, and then they have grander ideas for their own life. I've already exposed you to a lot, and you're not doing much with it. So, it is what it is. And I figured if I wanted to go up there and have a Corona or, margarita, I wanted to, a balcony to sit on while I catch up with the community. So,
did you hang out with Tyler?
yeah, an appropriate amount for sure.
What does that mean for you? What'd you guys?
We would tube, we would do the slides, we would do the, surf simulation. We would do, because the kids, Jason, Ryder, Jacob, Trisha's 2 girls who were drunk the entire time, absolutely wasted the entire time, were, hanging out. They were like, no, parents, we don't want the moms around. And we were like, fair enough. So, and then you and Trish were always off together. So it kind of just left me and Tyler to be like, zip.
It's not true. We couldn't find you a lot of the time.
Yeah, right.
You were like hiding. Like, I mean, honestly, one time I like saw you hiding, but I just pretended like.
Where'd you see me hiding? Lie.
You were. I don't know. It was like the middle part of the boat. Like you were hiding behind this door, and then you like grabbed Tyler and like ran away with him. I guess
you have a
like,
wild imagination, girl.
Like you thought you were like in the Titanic or something, like running around with Jack.
Tyler's much better looking than Jack, I have to say. You know what? I think it's funny because, Lauren's complaining about being seasick and seeing me running around all this stuff. She's failing to tell you that I explicitly asked her to bring me some sort of seasickness, nausea remedy. And she told me she got a patch for me to take care of the seasickness. It turned out she intentionally drugged me. She put me on, it was like a hormone, some kind of hormone regulation, not seasick, so by the last night I was totally seasick, because she basically roofied me.
I thought maybe it would like calm it down a little bit.
Maybe you should take them. We're not that far apart in age, so maybe you should think about doing something like that.
Maybe. But yeah, Tyler, did you know Tyler would come down to my room?
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know if he was trying to get away from you or what, but
You're
he would
so
knock
full
on my
of it.
door and literally my room smelled like vomit. It was gross.
Yeah.
He'd rather be in there than whatever you guys were doing.
It probably is like this, like it's me and Trisha, and we're so feminine and so sexy and so, very, very like big woman energy. And, and then you have the kids, the boys. And so, you always say, I'm one of the guys, punch me, hit
I
me,
don't
So,
always say that.
so he probably was like, need some guy time, thinking he's having guy time with you.
Yeah, he tried to hit on me.
Okay.
It was annoying. I would try to get him to leave and he wouldn't leave.
He's probably
He's
trying to
good at that.
box. He's probably trying to box you, do a little fight club, trying to get, bro
I
time,
don't
bro
know.
out.
I just felt really vulnerable and like I just didn't want him there.
You should have called Kathleen. Because that's what
I
I do when I'm
should
feeling
have.
like, unsafe, or, I'll just come in.
Yeah, if I had the Wi-Fi plan, I would have, but I couldn't afford it. It's expensive, like $800 for the whole trip just to have Wi-Fi.
It's a pretty penny for you. I don't know. We had the 2 wild card kids. Did you notice this? That like Caleb was always off with Tony. Like we've talked about his friend Tony. They swim together and stuff like that. They were always like in the teen lounge because I think they were kind of trying to, when kids want to pretend to be adults and like be like, oh, we're gonna go sip cocktail, pretend like virgin cocktails and just talk and stuff. So he was off with Tony. I basically didn't see him for 5 days. Did you?
I saw them in the casino at one point.
The casino?
Yeah, they like flirt with the casino. I think they were playing poker or
Were they
something.
allowed in the casino? Who cares? Whatever.
They
It's
were
over
there.
now.
They
Let
were
go and
there.
let go and let
And
God.
the slots.
Well, if part of your job, Lauren, is to be a nanny. So if something was going on, my eyes and ears can't be everywhere. So if you saw something that wasn't right, I would hope you'd kind of say, hey, boys, come on. Okay. Get out of here.
Oh, I didn't know you wouldn't like that.
Okay. Well, if they were legally gambling, I wouldn't like that, Lauren. So, and then Blake did not come out she didn't come out really of the bathroom. Like she made herself a little nest in Trisha's jacuzzi tub with sheets and things like that. And she'd keep the lights off and she was watching like the Twilight Zone, which I'm looking at Trisha. I'm like, I don't think the Twilight Zone from the 50s is okay for a 11-year-old. Seems a little bit adult.
Yeah.
Whenever you go to your, like what you're doing right now and take mushrooms and do whatever. I mean, that's kind of, it's for adults. I mean,
It's a
watching the
silent
Twilight.
retreat. And I'm breaking it for
You're
this, by
talking
the
right
way.
now. Talk in your jaw
Exactly.
off.
You wouldn't quit. You wouldn't quit calling me.
Cry me a river. Do your job. Yeah, Blake was watching the Twilight Zone, and I had gotten her. Are you all right? Having
There's a bug.
another one of your panic attacks?
There's a bug.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. So Blake, I actually had gotten her for the trip because I wanted to kind of like be on, with Blake, you kind of have to like cozy up to her. You kind of have to get in her good graces. So I got her this cute, she loves her iPad. So I got her this cute Mickey Mouse iPad case. She drew horns on it and blacked the eyes out, did the whole thing, which I was not happy about. It was like a $300 case that I had custom made on Etsy for her. But she stayed in her little nest. She was like calling it the Bat Cave, and Trisha would be like, Blakey, and she'd be like, get
Yeah,
out.
Trish wanted to use the jacuzzi and she couldn't get her out. I told her there's the hot tub she
Couldn't.
could go to on the pool floor, but
I bet you were trying to lure her to the hot tub. Hey, come check out the hot tub.
don't be weird. I was
No
not hitting
talk
on
needed.
Trisha.
Screw Bonnie. We're not inviting her.
Bonnie, no.
It's called parenting, Lauren. If your child won't get out of the jacuzzi, you go under their little shoulders, pick them up, chuck them out, say, get out. Mommy's taking a tub. Deal with it.
You know how Blake is. Not that easy.
Yeah, she'd take a running jump off the back of the ship. Would go to jail for, unintentional manslaughter or whatever it's called. All in all, it was a fun trip, minus my seasickness. Where'd you even get the hormone patches that you gave me?
I think just from the clinic on the boat.
Clinic. They had
Yeah,
hormone patches?
they have a clinic at the bottom.
So like a drug dealer.
No.
So I kind of figured some kind of drug dealer. Then on the way home, you know, when you're like excited to get home after vacation, you're like, oh, I can't wait to get back to my.
Of course, I was so excited to leave.
Okay. I didn't mean leave. I just meant get back in my own bed, but whatever. Um, we
Anywhere but there.
on the flight home, Trisha and I were like, let's watch. You know, there's this new documentary out called, you know, about Flight 370, the Malaysian flight that went down.
Haven't seen it.
Do you know what that is? Do you follow the news? Or?
No.
It's about a flight. This happened about 10 years ago that mysteriously vanished over. It was flying from Malaysia to Vietnam and it just vanished. Nobody knows to this day what happened. So we watched the 3-part documentary on the way home to the United States and we were so scared. We were like buzzing flight attendants, drop the oxygen mask, just because we were getting so scared. We were like, we'll just have them down in case something happens. It freaked us out. It probably wasn't a good idea to watch on a plane and to watch Malaysia Flight 370 on an airplane, but we kind of went for it anyway. Did I tell you?
I was back in coach, so I don't know what you guys were freaking out about.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole flight because you were so far back there. You were like back against
the
wall.
I was getting sick on the plane too.
Okay, well,
what a fun trip.
Maybe you have some sort of iron deficiency or magnesium deficiency. Did I tell you? Did you meet Robert?
Yeah, I met Robert.
Oh, I loved him. He was like the highlight of my trip. He's a worker there. He was probably near you, right? Bunking by you.
I didn't see him down there. I only saw him up above.
Maybe they'd let you join their union. Anyway,
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, anyway, Robert was so cute. He was like ESL, you know, working on the cruise, and he was just we all have strengths and weaknesses, and his strength was hospitality. Boy, I'll tell you what. And he otherwise he's a little slow, but that's okay, that's all right. But he gave me
They tend to be extra nice to the wealthy guests.
He gave me these earrings. You see these, Lauren?
Yeah, cool.
Beautiful earrings. He made me this bracelet that says.
He made it?
Yeah, he made it. Well,
I don't know if he made that.
So when he told me that, I'm like, why is it? It says shine bright. Because he was like, I'm not going to do his accent because I don't want to.
Yeah, don't do that.
Get Rachel Maddow on my ass. You might like that, but whatever. He said, "Oh, Miss Bonnie, you shine so bright, you light up the whole ship." So he said, "Shine bright," and he was telling me that you guys do stuff like that down there. Like I was saying, my staff, my girls complaining about it down there. He's like, "What? It's so fun down there." It's like,
I don't think he lives down there. I think he's like the,
Captain?
there's like probably a hierarchy of like workers. I think he's on like the top.
Well, he gave me this. He gave me this.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then talk about someone who would take the shirt off their back and give it to you. This is his shirt, and he gave it to me. You
literally look like your crew member.
He gave it to me, and I was like, I'm going to wear it because I was telling him all about the podcast and all about my career, and he was like, I was like, I'm going to wear it next time I record and give you the high sign. Say, hey, Robert, peace. Glad you're checking us out. Hope to see you again.
Your necklace looks like the necklace from Titanic too.
It does. What's that called? What's that necklace?
Literally, did you buy one of the ones that they sell those on the boat? Like,
Are you accusing me of buying this myself? Because I'm not. I make people
Robert give it to you?
Pitter patter.
Oh, you do make them definitely beat faster.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. So I don't know. He he gave me all the stuff. Totally great service. Someone you could absolutely learn from.
It all goes together really well too.
Totally. It's like very exotic, because when you're on vacation, when you're in Cabo or
the orange with the teal,
Puerto Vallarta, it's an opportunity to do it up.
Elementary school beads.
Mm-hmm.
The pink cup and the purple ring.
Celebrate good times. Come on. What's on? Yeah, we love it. We requested that. We kept requesting that on the cruise. Play it. What's on your shirt?
Nothing exciting. It's a plant, of course.
Okay. Is it on fire?
No.
What's okay? All right. Cool.
Where'd you get?
Like it? PacSun.
I think it's from Madewell.
PacSun Jack's son has good shirts for the boys. So, since you like that stuff, you like to do the more androgynous, maybe I'll pick you up a couple.
I don't really like
You know what? Last time I was there was a SpongeBob shirt that I thought Lauren would love that. Like she would crack up. She'd be like, I love SpongeBob. I love this shirt, Bonnie.
You don't need to buy me clothes.
Okay.
Thank you though. Appreciate
Whatever.
it.
You're welcome. So yeah, so we're back now. Lauren's on her retreat. What are you doing there?
Do you think I'm lying?
I don't know. You look like you could be in Stranger Things from where I'm sitting.
Like there's a nice lake.
Oh.
Oh, you
See if I can scare you, fall in like Parent Trap.
Are you jealous?
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, I'm jealous. I mean, I started the episode by saying I invited you to a retreat, and you did not extend the same courtesy to me. So, something I'll remember.
Yeah, I kind of needed a break.
Okay, whatever that means. I'm back down south next week. They're doing the redo St. Patty's Day. Are you going to come for that?
If you want me to.
We talked about that. Remember, I said I need help. I need your help because it's going to be like 600 kids. John,
the volunteer thing.
John gets really into helping the kids make their St. Patty's Day hat, their top hat. And he was like, I could really use L Dog's help with that. And I said, well, you call her.
Last we talked, we hadn't settled on, payment for that.
No, what'd you say? I'm sorry. What?
You said we hadn't settled on an agreement because you said I was going to be volunteering, and I don't think I can afford to just come and volunteer. So if you want to pay me, I'll come. But
what's the opposite of overtime?
I can't do it for free.
She don't work for free, buddy. She won't help the less fortunate.
I can't work for free. It's not that I won't.
All right, we'll work something out. What do
you mean something that I need? I need to pay my bills. I need to eat.
Well, that is true. You're very frail, very thin. Summer's coming. You don't want people to think you're a refugee, Okay, I agree with you. You deserve to get some sort of compensation. So whatever minimum wage is,
it doesn't mean
we'll do that.
It doesn't mean Chick-fil-A.
Okay, well, what will, for the hours that you're not working
don't give me a Chick-fil-A gift card.
Okay.
Again.
What about Sonic?
No, Bonnie.
Okay. Fair enough. Heard. Maybe what we'll do is for the hours you're volunteering at the club, we'll do like minimum wage, and then otherwise you'll get your normal pay. I don't know, Lauren. The club's fun. You get to drink at the club. You get to have vodka sodas. It's not really work.
It's not fun. It is work for me.
Okay. Well, people really love you there because you're kind of an anomaly.
All right. Great.
Okay. We'll talk off air. Enjoy your retreat. Hope you have fun.
Thanks.
I just want to reach out to the folks, our fans, listeners, America. I would love for you to leave a 5-star review of this podcast. Write your favorite thing, your favorite, what the best part of your day, the whole 9 yards. Maybe share it on your socials, on your MySpace, Facebook, and LinkedIn, all that kind of good stuff. And we will talk to you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, gang. See ya. See you later.